former employee of the Department of Education. Mag-akusa siya ng ganyan, dapat may papel siya. Tulad ng ako, pag inaakusahan ako, pag sumasagot ako, binibigay ko yung papel. Naka-strike 2 siya sa akin. Una niyang ginawa. On that second point, hindi ko na pinalampas. Sinabihan na siya na there is loss of trust and confidence.
As we're speaking right now po, merong ongoing house probe. Actually, minutes ago, former Undersecretary Gloria Mercado says you gave her envelopes containing 50,000 each from February to September 2023 when she was with HOPE, or the Health Orchestrate Positive Learning, a DepEd project. She believes it could be to influence her decision as HOPE. Your response po?
Dapat siguro kung mag-akusa siya ng ganyan, dapat may papel siya. Tulad ng ako, pag inaakusahan ako, pag sumasagot ako, binibigay ko yung papel. Gloria Mercado is a disgruntled former employee of the Department of Education. She was let go because of loss of trust and confidence sa Office of the Secretary. Una niyang ginawa, well, hindi ko alam kung anong nauna, pero naka-strike 2 siya sa akin. Ang una niyang ginawa, nag-solicit siya ng 16 million pesos sa isang kumpanya on paper using my name without any authorization from the Department of Education. Bibigay ni JC sa inyo mamaya yung papel. Kalagay doon. Pangalawa, noong nag-school visit ako sa Cebu, merong lumapit sa akin na teacher. Sabi niya sa akin, Inday Sara, masakit sa loob namin na mga teachers kami na nasa field. Tapos merong humahawak ng teacher items na wala dito sa aming probinsya o wala dito sa aming region. So, pinakwento ko siya. Iyon naman yung purpose ng aking mga school visits, di ba, sa iba't ibang lugar naman sabi ko, one-on-one tayo, kwento mo lahat sa akin. And then it turned out, ang HR mismo ng Department of Education, our Undersecretary, took a teacher item from Region 7, nilagay niya sa central office for a non-teaching task. Ginawa niyang executive assistant niya. Ang apelido nun, Villar. Meron niyang paper trail. So, nung bumalik ako sa central office, tinanong ko, totoo ba na meron tayong teacher item galing sa Region 7 na nandito sa atin? Totoo daw, nasa HR. HR pa mismo ang gumawa ng parang injustice sa teachers namin sa field. So, on that second point, hindi ko na pinalampas. Sinabihan na siya na there is loss of trust and confidence. And you should go. And then she said na, pwede bang mag-retirement na lang ako instead na paalisin ninyo ako. Kasi ang tagal ko na, matanda na ako. And then sinabihan siya, okay, sige. You go. So she's a disgruntled former DepEd employee. At yan yung dalawa na rason kung bakit siya pinaalis. May papel yung 16 million na solicitation niya. May papel yung teaching position sa Region 7 na kinuha niya. And my experience sa kanya, ayoko, factual lang ako ayoko atakihin yung pagkatao niya. Pero when she was HR of the Department of Education, meron kasi akong time dyan for our USEX and ASEX na hindi execom. So, pinapapunta ko yan sila kung sino man yung merong concern, sino yung may problema, pumunta kayo sa akin, mag-one-on-one tayo. So, one of those times na one-on-one kami, siniraan niya yung isang USEC, isang ASEC ng Department of Education. And bago pa lang kami nun. In fact, pag alis ko, 2 years lang kami, very very new. Na nagulat ako, kasi HR ka eh. Pag HR ka, hindi dapat ikaw yung mag-cause ng away-away sa loob ng institusyon. Dapat ikaw yung maging peacemaker. But siniraan niya yung isang ASEC and isang USEC sa akin mismo. And nagulat ako. Why attack the ASEC or the USEC sa kanilang pagkatao? Hindi naman trabaho. And then, ganun din ang ginawa niya. Nung umalis na siya sa Department of Education because of the 2 points, lumipat siya sa Senate. One of the offices of the senators din, nandiyan yan siya ngayon. And yung isang kaibigan ko doon sa Senado, narinig namin na sige na siya atake. Inaatake niya si Michael Poa, si Reynold Munsayap, si Gerald Chan. Nang iyan ngayon yung nakapangalan sa kanyang statement. Kaya kami, nung nagbasa siya kanina ng statement, hindi na kami nagulat. Kasi naririnig na namin sa opisina, dyan sa Senate, yung mga pinagsasabi niya after she was let go. I think, hindi lang siguro niya matanggap na kasalanan niya kung bakit siya pinalayas sa Department of Education. Pero hindi din talaga namin matanggap na magsusolicit ka sa isang private company on paper 16 million. And then, kukuha ka ng teacher item sa field, gagawin mong EA sa central office. Hindi pwede yun.
My name is Gloria Humamil Mercado, and I have dedicated over 40 years to public service in the government of the Philippines. In my last year with government, I served as the Undersecretary for Human Resource and Organizational Development of the Department of Education. I was appointed as DepEd Undersecretary by President Marcos, as recommended by Vice President Sara Semerman Duterte in 2022, and I assumed office in August of 2022 and February 2022. In February 2023, I was designated as the head of the procuring entity of DepEd. As one of the signatories of DepEd's checking account, alongside Undersecretary for Finance, Annalyn Sevilla, I signed checks related to all funds and recall that some of the checks that I signed amounted to 37,500,000 pesos. Between February 2023 to September 2023, I received a total of 9 envelopes labeled Hope, my concurrent position in DepEd during that time. These envelopes were handed to me mostly by Assistant Secretary Sunshine Fajarda, which she says came directly from Vice President Duterte. What she would typically say as she hands the envelope, it would appear that I received this envelope by virtue of my office as Hope. Attorney Fajarda is the wife of Edward Fajarda, who is the Special Disbursement Officer. Although the exact date evades recollection, sometimes during the course of my tenure with DepEd, a member of my staff informed me that an inquiry was made by one of our officers in the field that Mr. Fajarda had made inquiries about the bank accounts of several individuals and if divulging such information to him was permitted. My office confirmed that it was upon the instruction of the Office of the Secretary. Evidently, it would appear that regional directors and other employees on the field would also receive sums on top of the regular salaries. Sometimes in October 2023, as the likelihood of a bidding failure for DepEd computerization have become apparent, I was approached by Attorney Monsayak, and he suggested in the presence of other officials who was with me that the bidders should just discuss among themselves. Mag-usap-usap na lang para hindi masayang yung pera ng 2023. I firmly asserted that the procurement must be implemented and conducted in strict adherence with the rules. Sometimes in the 3rd or 4th week of October, I was summoned by Zulaika Lopez, the Chief of Staff of the Vice President and Undersecretary of the OBP. I was informed that I should tender my resignation effective that day. I refused to resign and I insisted on departing from service through voluntary retirement. The timing of my meeting with Ms. Zulaika struck me as more than coincidental. It gave me the impression that my candid responses was the real reason behind the push to relieve me of my office. It was as if I had become an unwelcome obstacle, despite simply doing my job as Hope and Undersecretary of Human Resources of DepEd. Prior to my meeting with Ms. Zulaika, there were other undersecretaries and assistant secretaries who were summoned also and were also summoned, all of the same purpose of informing them that they should tender their resignation effective on the same day. I signed my affidavit.
Okay, let's move.